The William J. Brennan Jr. Award recognizes a DC Bar member who has shown extraordinary commitment to and achievement in pursuing equal justice and opportunity for all Americans. The 2025 recipient of the William J. Brennan Jr. Award is Nkechi Taifa, founder, principal, and CEO of the Taifa Group, LLC. Nkechi Taifa has distinguished herself through decades of impactful advocacy, scholarship, and leadership. Her work has been transformative in advancing civil rights and criminal justice reform, advocating for broader equity initiatives such as DC statehood and championing the cause of reparations. Ms. Taifa was Commissioner and Chair of the DC Commission on Human Rights from 2007 to 2014, and since 2018 has served on the board of the DC Corrections Information Council, an independent monitoring body that oversees the conditions of district residents imprisoned by the Federal Bureau of Prisons, the DC Department of Corrections, and their partners. Ms. Taifa served as Advocacy Director for Criminal Justice at the Open Society Foundations and Open Society Policy Center from 2002 to 2018, focusing on the issues of sentencing, law enforcement and prison reform, reentry, executive clemency, and racial justice. While at Open Society, Ms. Taifa founded the Justice Roundtable, a broad-based coalition of more than 100 organizations working to reform federal criminal justice laws and policies. As convener of the Justice Roundtable, she was a leading advocate for passage of both the Federal Second Chance Act in 2008 and the Fair Sentencing Act in 2010. From 1995 to 2002, Ms. Taifa managed the Equal Justice Program at Howard University School of Law, where she also directed the law school's externship program and taught as an adjunct professor at both Howard and American University Washington College of Law. Ms. Taifa has been a principal player in the reparations movement for more than 40 years. In 2021, Ms. Taifa founded the Reparation Education Project, which supports reparatory justice initiatives through presentations and trainings to nonprofit organizations, federal, state, and municipal governments, educational and religious institutions, businesses, and more.
My name is Jessalyn McCurdy, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Government Affairs at the Leadership Conference on Civil and Human Rights. On my first day as Legislative Counsel in the ACLU's Washington Legislative Office in 2003, my boss, Laura Murphy, met with me and said, "The first person you have to meet is Nkechi Taifa. She runs the Justice Roundtable and leads criminal justice advocacy here in DC." And boy, was she right. My life hasn't been the same since. When I met Nkechi, she in turn introduced me to the world of criminal justice advocacy in DC and on the Hill. Nkechi and I quickly became what we call each other to this day, partners in crime, and we have led many successful efforts to reform the federal criminal justice system, beginning with testifying before the U.S. Sentencing Commission in 2007 and advocating for the commission to change the crack powder cocaine sentencing guidelines, which led to almost 40,000 people having their sentence reduced and many of them being released from prison. We immediately began working with the White House under President Obama to review cases of people who were serving long draconian drug sentences in order for him to consider granting them clemency. In what ended up with President Obama commuting the sentence of 1,750 people, more than 500 of those had life without parole sentences and would have died in prison. A few years ago, when Nkechi semi-retired, I remember thinking back on her career and life and saying she has literally changed and saved the lives of so many people. And that is the ultimate legacy that anyone would want to leave. And tonight's William J. Brennan Award is just another recognition of Nkechi's legacy.
Congratulations to Nkechi Taifa.